Okay, so one thing I'm doing is I'm converting my event handler to be asynchronous. So I want to change just a couple of places where I still need it to run synchronously. The first one here is in this check draw because I'm doing an await on this purchase piece async. But purchase piece has a task here because my event handler is set to asynchronous. So we want to have a second one, game event async handler. And now we're going to go through and change these. So this is now a void and a void. There's no more await here or here. Okay, my start game event. This one can be a void. This is AI turn. Okay. Here, start game is a void because this is synchronous. Like that. This is a void. Your drag event is also a void. On scene a change is a void because it is a coroutine. Now we'll probably still have one more, a few more. In game manager, on reset game, we want this to be a void. On piece place, we want this to be a void. None of these have anything which is requiring loading. Same thing here. Like that. Now this needs to have a different event. This is a game event handler async. Like that. So now this is going to do my new player event, and then what I want to do is await my http manager.post application user, and it's going to be a new user, and my username will be Bob. And then I want to do on await http manager.get payload asynchronous. And here, you're going to do a payload received event. Like that. And I save this little bit of code here to move up into this. And we're going to say that this is a debug.log payload received event. This is going to be args.payload, and then return task.completed task, protected virtual. Looks good. Purchase piece like that. We're good to go. Let's give it a run. Payload received event. If I was to delete the database, and in the back end, set it as the default project, do an update database on it. Sorry, set that to be both projects starting. Start the back end. We'll try it again. We should see it now create the user. New player event. Payload received event. So it worked. So let's create our other objects. The next one is we'll go to boards because this is pretty straightforward. And one thing I want to change is on the back end. I want to make sure that this create is creating a type of block create requests. So now in my requests here, I can create a new one. And I'm going to make this one a, what is this that I'm working with? Board. We're going to batch these all up here. Board create request. And when I look at this, come on. A board's going to have a couple of properties on it. Whoops. The first one is going to be a index. It's also going to have an ID. And then it's going to have a integer for an index, a number of lines to progress, a board size X, a board size Y, a number of draws, an AI turn interval in seconds, and a AI turn offset. That's it. Okay, our next one is going to be a let's do this color chance. And we want to just have a float here for my percent chance. And then a tier type like that. Okay, we're going to duplicate this again. And the next one we'll do is this draw SO. We're going to call this a draw request. And all this is going to have on it is a draw type. And we want to make this an abstract. So that way you can have a draw piece request, which is a draw piece request which inherits from draw request. And this one's going to have on it these two, draw color and draw gem type. Okay, the next one is going to be this gem SO. And we're going to call this a gem request. And this one's going to have a byte array called a sprite, the ID, a gem type, a number of string array for your block gem IDs, and then an integer for your points. Okay, the next one is called gem chance. And what this is going to be is a float for your percent chance and then a tier type for your tier type. You have a line SO and a line. We'll worry about those later. The next one will be this piece SO. A piece SO has nothing except for a... Sorry, that's not correct. We need to have a new piece request. Gem request is not abstract. Gem chance request is not abstract. Draw request is abstract. Draw piece request is not. Piece request needs to have a piece type, a number of pieces, and then a integer for my points for placement. Don't worry about the players. We have a couple of rewards here. We have a reward request, which is going to be equal to a here, reward type. And then you also want this to have a reward color request. And this one we want to have a quantity colors and a points. A reward gems request. Which is going to be a quantity gems and a float for the point modifier. And then the last one is lines. Reward lines request. And that's going to be a number of lines and then also points. You're finally going to have a round SO, which is called a round request. And that needs to have a integer for my index, a string array of my color chance IDs, a string array of my gem chance IDs, and a public int of my number draws. That should be it. Okay. So that's all of my outbound objects. So in my HTTP manager, when I'm posting the blocks here, we're posting this block create request here. So we're going to copy this, and the next one is going to be a post boards asynchronous of a board create request. Call this board create requests. And then we're going to send this to boards. The next one is going to be post color chances asynchronous. This is going to be a color chance create request. Call it color chances. And we're going to merge this one like that. And then we're going to send this to color chances. Nothing yet that would need us to have anything nested. The next one is post draw piece request. Post draw pieces asynchronous. And this is going to be a draw piece request array called draw pieces. Okay, our next one is going to be lovely. Our next one is going to be draw pieces. The next one is going to be gem chance. And we're going to call this gem chances. Post gem chances asynchronous. Here to gem chances. The next one is a piece request. So post pieces asynchronous. And this is a piece request. Hey there, Journey for the Crown. Thank you for that raid with the party of 6. I appreciate it. The next one is going to crash the IDE, says Dalek. I know. What a piece of crap, right? Maybe it's time to go to Writer. What am I doing? I'm working on a game. It's called Gem Wars. You can check out all the videos up at youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. We're hooking the Unity 3D game up to our ASP.NET Web API core. It's in version 3.1. We're also using Identity Server 4 to authenticate the users. That's sort of what we're up to. Hey, Journey for the Crown? Yeah, thank you, man. If you're not a part of our Discord, make sure you check it out. You would be an excellent addition, I can already tell. We're up to over 300 members, and it's definitely, we try to keep it as active as possible, but definitely the more people we get, the more active it is, the better it is for everyone. Thank you, Dalek, for that follow. Very much appreciate that. If you have any questions, make sure you pop them into the chat. Also, make sure that discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. This is going to go to pieces. The next one is post reward colors, which is a reward colors requests. Like that. And this is reward color. Okay, this one is reward gem and reward line. Hey there, Squeeze82. How are you doing? Thank you so much for that follow as well. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to pop them into the chat. Appreciate all the support, guys. Let's go ahead and get that all situated. So back over here in the HTTP manager, reward colors, rewards colors. We're going to do it again for the rewards gems. Journey for the crown. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that support as well. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Make sure you join our Discord. Let me post that link here in the channel. Discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com and youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. No problem. Journey for the crown. Thank you so much for that host. And I'm sure I'll see you again and, you know, pass the buck right back. I have added you as a friend. Thank you so much, buddy. Okay. Rewards gems. This is post rewards gems. We need to add asynchronous onto the back of all of these. Rewards gems. The next one is for lines. Like this. Rewards lines. And the final one is rounds. Post rounds. Asynchronous. And that's a round request. All right, so now up here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to post all of these different ones. So we have post boards async, post color chances, post draw pieces, post gem chances, post pieces, post rewards colors, rewards gems, rewards lines, and rounds. Now, I believe one of these is going to have a reference to other types. I thought. Is it rounds? Color chance IDs and gem chance IDs. Okay, we also want to have one more down here, which is called block gems. Post blocks gems asynchronous, and this is a block gem request. We're going to call this block gems, like that, and then blocks gems. And up here I'm going to add a new block gem request. Which is going to have on it a sprite and a block color. So this is going to be a block color called a block color, and then also a byte array called a sprite. And that's going to go here as a post block gems array. And then in my data all, I want to have this a bunch of times as a board create request, color chance create request, draw a piece create request, gem chance create request, piece request, reward color request, reward gem request, reward line request, round requests, and block gem requests. So blocks, gems, rounds, rewards lines, rewards gems, rewards colors, pieces, gem chances, draw pieces, color chances, and boards. Okay, so post all data gets invoked from the global manager. Right here, prep data for server. And when I look at this, I need to make sure that I include the rest. So boards equals, and now we're going to prep this data for the servers from a board create request called prep data boards for the server as a board create request. We're going to go ahead. There is no sprite for this one. So we're just going to create a new board create request, which is your AI turn offset, AI turn seconds, board size, number of lines, index, and the number of draws. And that's it. So up here we can do a prep boards for server of my asset database. Okay, the next one is color chances. And this is going to be a prep color chances for server. Color chance create request. Have a color chance SO. Color chance create request. And this is going to be the you always need to include the ID for every single one of these. It's very important. Percent chance equals item dot percent chance, and the tier type is your item dot tier type. Okay, the next one is called a draw piece request, called prep draws pieces for server. Draw piece request, draw piece SO, draw piece I'm going to call this a color chance request. And a board request. And then a block request. Draw piece color type equals item dot draw piece color type. Draw piece gem type equals draw piece gem type, and the draw type equals item dot draw type. Okay, the next one is a gem chance request. Prep gem chances for server. Gem chance request. Gem chance SO. Gem chance request. Like that. The next one is a gem request. And this is a gem request. and gem SO, gem request, and this is going to be a block gem IDs. So that means that when you block gems needs to be at the bottom. Oh no, you need block gems to be above gems. So we're going to do a item.blockgems.select my ID .toArray. My gem type is gem type. My points is item.points. And my sprite is item. And we can add this in just a minute. So up here, I want to say that we have the boards. We have color chances equals prep. Color chances for server of my asset database. We have my draw pieces equals prep. Draw pieces from my asset database. The gem chances, prep gem chances for server of my asset database. Gems. Of my asset database. Okay, we got a few more. Over here, we want to have a gems needs to have the block gems already in it. Post gem asynchronous of your gems. Post gems asynchronous. Gem request called gems. Hey there, Pocket Titch. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Okay, the next one is pieces. And then rewards colors, rewards gems, rewards lines, rounds, and block gems. So this is going to be a piece request. And it's going to be of type piece SO. This is going to be a piece request. Piece request needs to be not abstract. Number of pieces equals item.number of pieces. Piece type equals piece type, and your points is your points. And this is a number of piece requests. Prep pieces for server. Okay, you've got colors, which is a reward color request. This is a reward colors SO. Points is your item dot points. Quantity colors is your quantity colors, and your reward type is item dot reward type. This one's going to be called rewards colors for servers. Four more rewards gems here. Point modifier is that. Quantity gems is this. This is the reward type. Okay, the last one is lines. So reward line request. Number of lines is number of lines. Points is points. Reward type is your reward type. So this is going to be rewards gems. This is going to be rewards lines. The next one is called rounds. This needs to be not abstract. Index equals item dot index. Color chance IDs equals item dot color chances dot select the ID dot to array. Gem chances equals item dot gem chances dot select the ID to array. And the number of drawers equals item dot number of drawers. Okay, this is prep rounds for server of my asset database. And then the last one is block gems. Prep blocks for server, prep boards for server, prep block gems for server, And that's going to be a block gem request. And this one wants to have the block color and then the sprite here, which is prep block gems for server of my asset database. So here, I'm going to do this item.sprite does not equal to null in your texture rect. Then you want to get your crop texture like this. Boards doesn't have one. Not color chances, not gem chance. Gems do. Like that. P says rewards colors, rewards gems, reruns. Okay, that looks fine. We're going to get our last few errors out of here. Okay. Take a look at rebuilding this. Let everything compile. And that's it on our front side. And so now we are ready to post all of this data out when we do our post data, which we can control from our global manager. Now, it looks like something strange happened here. We need to change our HTTP manager to be 2. Await HTTP manager 2.post all data asynchronous. Like that. Now this is giving me some strange error here. Let's see what the error is. I was to close this project and reopen it, come on, load it up. Well, while we wait, we can't make it go faster. We just need this to finish. Okay, it loaded. So I want to change one thing on the back end, or on the code behind, if you will, the code in the project. Is when this is receiving all of my data here and giving this payload in my global manager, I want to do my update data types here, and we want to do this for each one of the types in the payload. And those are, we have blocks, we have block gems, we're going to have a board, a color chance, a draw piece, a gem chance, gems, piece, reward color DTO, another one for gems, another one for lines, and another one for rounds. And so this is now going to be for blocks, block gems, boards, color chances, draw pieces, gem chances, gems, pieces, rewards colors, rewards gems, rewards lines, and rounds. That's it. So the only thing we have left is to add these types of DTOs in here. Hey there, Bok Zandy. How are you doing? Matev3, welcome to the channel. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to pop them into the chat. This next one is going to be a block gem DTO. Which looks a little bit like this one. That's it. The next one is a board DTO. Which is going to look like this one here. The next one is a color chance DTO. Which looks like this. Okay, the next one is a draw piece DTO. Which is this and this. So this is a draw DTO. Okay. Gem chance. Which is a public good ID, and then these two. Gem DTO. Okay, we have a piece DTO. Okay, we have a reward color DTO, a reward gem DTO, and a reward line DTO, which all should be coming from this reward DTO. And then finally you have a round DTO. So let's do this one first. So the round DTO just has these few properties on it. The reward has this one on it. Reward color has these two. Like that. We have our reward gem DTO. We have a reward line DTO. And now when I rebuild it, everything works. We'll push this over. And now I'm going to jump into source tree. You can see I have 340 files here which have been changed. And I'm going to say front end completed for pushing game objects to server. Backend needs specific endpoints and overall logic for when payload is received. We'll stage everything and push this out. All right, we made a whole lot of progress today. I think we're ready for tomorrow. I'll be streaming live in the morning. And what we're going to be doing is we need to add the rest of our backend for these game objects, and then also to have our payload received. But however, our front end is completed for this payload. So thanks again for staying with me. If you have any questions, make sure you pop them into our Discord, discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com, and I put all these videos up at youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Very much appreciate it. Thanks so much for following Hope, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.